Is YouTrip, the multi-currency wallet that promises seamless international transactions, actually profitable? That's the million-dollar question, or perhaps the multi-currency question that we're diving into today. We've all seen the ads, the sleek interface, the promise of no hidden fees, and the convenience of managing multiple currencies in one place. It's undeniably attractive, especially for frequent travelers, online shoppers, and anyone dealing with international payments. But behind the glossy marketing, there's a business to run. And that business needs to make money. So, how does YouTrip make money, and is it enough to sustain and grow the platform? Before we jump into the profitability aspect, let's quickly recap what YouTrip is for those unfamiliar. Essentially, it's a digital wallet linked to a physical MasterCard, allowing users to spend in over 150 currencies at potentially better exchange rates than traditional banks. They also offer virtual cards for online shopping and other features like currency exchange within the app. The key selling point is often the perceived lack of hefty transaction fees that banks typically charge. So, where does the revenue come from? This is where things get interesting. YouTrip's primary source of income isn't directly from charging users fees on every transaction. Instead, they operate on a few different models. Firstly, they earn a small commission, often called an interchange fee, from MasterCard every time a YouTrip card is used. This is a standard practice for card issuers and is built into the transaction process. It's a small percentage of each purchase, but with a large user base and frequent spending, it can add up. Secondly, YouTrip can also earn revenue from the foreign exchange spreads. While they advertise competitive rates, there's often a small margin built into the exchange rate they offer. Again, this might seem negligible on individual transactions, but across millions of users and billions of dollars in transactions, it contributes significantly to their bottom line. Think of it like a currency exchange bureau. They buy low and sell slightly higher. Thirdly, YouTrip is exploring other potential revenue streams. They've partnered with various merchants to offer exclusive deals and cashback rewards to YouTrip users. This not only benefits the users but also allows YouTrip to earn commissions from these partnerships. It's a win-win situation. They are also venturing into more financial services, which could potentially unlock new revenue opportunities in the future. Now, the crucial question, is this enough for profitability? That's where things get a bit more complex. While these revenue streams are promising, YouTrip also has significant operational costs. They need to invest in technology, customer support, marketing, and regulatory compliance. Building and maintaining a secure and reliable platform is expensive. They also need to compete with other fintech companies and traditional banks, which requires continuous innovation and marketing efforts. Furthermore, the profitability of fintech companies, especially in their early stages, can fluctuate. They often prioritize growth and user acquisition over immediate profits. YouTrip has been aggressively expanding its user base and adding new features, which can impact short-term profitability. It's likely that they are currently focused on achieving scale and market share, and profitability might be a longer-term goal. Ultimately, whether YouTrip is currently profitable is difficult to say definitively without access to their financial statements. However, their business model, with its multiple revenue streams and focus on user growth, suggests a path towards profitability. The fintech landscape is constantly evolving, and YouTrip's success will depend on their ability to adapt, innovate, and continue providing value to their users. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.